Hey guys, so welcome to SWEN Arms and Training. For today's video, I'm going to be talking about grip and how you should be holding a gun, and also grip when it comes to coming out of the holster. So I'll do the outside the waistband, and I'll do inside the waistband. This one is the Safariland ALS holster. So this one is a somewhat of a passive or active retention. You got this little button right here and the mechanism when you put it in. If you don't press this button down, holds it, in place. And the person behind the camera is taking pictures. But so you push the button down and it easily lets go of the pistol and you pull it right out. It's really nice. So that's the Safariland. And then for the inside the waistband, I'll be using the T-Rex arm sidecar holster. So let's get into the first part. So grip. What you should be looking for, it's clear. No magazine. So what you're looking for with grip is when you're holding the pistol, what you want is the web of your hand from your thumb to your index finger up against, I want to say, the butt of the gun, under the lip, as far up as possible. And what you're going to do is you're going to wrap your hands around the pistol, and your index finger is always going to be up towards the slide. So this right here is what some firearms instructors would call the master grip or the full grip, whichever one you want to call it. The one guy that I kind of watch on his channel is a carry trainer. He always talks about the master grip. And this right here should be, your full-on grip. Should be nice and tight. As much control as possible. And what your support hand is going to do is it has a couple of options. You could bring it right under the trigger guard and cup your other hand. And with the thumb, you want the thumb pressed up right underneath the slide. And that's the way it's going to look. So note that my thumb is resting on my support hand, and my other thumb is pointing forward. The other way that I typically tend to do it is I put my index finger on the outside of the trigger guard right on top and underneath. And then my middle finger pretty much caresses my strong hand. And I feel like this right here, when I hook the outside of the trigger guard, feels really nice and it feels really positive. And my thumb is still doing the same thing. It's still cupping. My index finger of my strong hand is still up on the upper slide. And it feels really nice. And I feel like I have a lot more control than if my index finger were underneath it. So those are the two positions. Underneath the trigger guard or right on top and over it for a good strong grip. So coming out of the holster. When you're coming out of the holster, that master grip or that full grip is what you're going to look for every single time you go towards the holster. So if you want, come down to the holster real quick. And what you're going to be looking for is every single time I touch my pistol, I'm looking for that master grip. And I'm coming out. Now come back up. And that's the grip that I'm looking for. Every single time that I go towards my pistol, I'm looking for that master grip as soon as I grab it. If your grip is too low when you're grabbing the gun, I would not advise that you still grab the gun out of the holster. Look for that master grip. It's kind of like a, if you fail, restart over. You know, it's 100% accurate or it's not at all. So go for that master grip every single time. If you mess up and you grab, like, say, see there's still space in between my hand and the butt of the gun or the lip, I want to restart from the holster until I get that master grip going. And you should definitely practice this with your outside the waistband holster, or if you have an inside the waistband holster, you practice with that too. So that's what the outside and the hand positions. The way that you would do it is when you're presenting, strong hand, going towards your pistol, support hand, right on your chest. Those are the main two components. Strong hand towards pistol, support hand on chest, bring it out, and then you're going to push your gun. Once you clear the holster, you bring it nice and tight until your pistol is like, you know, chest height. And this is where your support hand comes off your chest and towards the pistol. So I grabbed it, support hand on chest, grabbing pistol, bringing it out. It's chest high, and then I punch it out. Boom. You know, so again, going towards pistol, support hand on chest, at the same time, bring it up. Watch out, son. Bring it up, chest level, and punch out. So let's do it in, you know, real time, fast motion. So as I'm going for it, again, support hand is on chest. And that's what it looks like, you know. You train it until you get comfortable with it, and if you have a failure, restart the drill. I had a really good quote from a person that I know as a firefighter that told me that you train the drill slowly and thoroughly, and they said that once you get it slow, then it starts smoothing out, and when it starts smoothing out, you start getting faster. And they said slow is smooth and smooth is fast. So don't try, you know, half-assing it and going for the pistol without getting that master grip first. That master grip is essential in you controlling the pistol and the recoil. And, you know, that's the key component right there, is that master grip, that full-on grip on that pistol. You know, because if you half-ass it and there's space between that, the butt of the gun or the lip, you're not going to be able to control the recoil as much, and the pistol's going to start flipping up a little bit higher than you're used to, and that's not the ideal position on where you want to be. So that's with the outside the waistband holster. Let's do one with the inside the waistband holster. So now we're going to do from inside the waistband. I had to go get an undershirt because I don't want you guys to see my pudge. But anyway, so when you're doing inside the waistband holsters and bringing or presenting the pistol, the first thing that comes in that's in the way is your clothing. So you want to make sure that you have a firm grasp on your clothing, and you just pull it up. And you make sure that there's no clothing like in the way or anything, so that way when you grab the pistol, you get that master grip again, and then you pull it out. So again, if you have that, you know, that half-ass grip, restart the drill and start until you get that master grip. So again, pistol's clear, no magazine. But again, you want to treat it like it's loaded, you know. And we'll go over the four safety rules whenever we're done. So first things first, clear the garments. Pull your shirt up, make sure everything's clear. Go for that master grip. You know, if you mess up, take your hand off and do it. You know, do it a million times until you get that master grip. You know, boom, boom. You know, hands to the chest. Because once you have that pistol cleared, you don't have to hold this anymore. You just let it go. And then after that, then you present. And then come back and restart the drill. So, clear garments. Go for master grip. Bring it out. Let go. Support hand comes to help the strong hand. And present. So let's see what that looks like in, you know, fast motion. So I'm here. And then hands to the side. You don't make any motion yet. You know, you're not ready to clear your garments or anything. Start from a dead position. So static position. And then keep a mental timer in your head that says go. So 3, 2, 1, and then I go. Okay? 3, 2, 1, go. Then I bring it back in. So again, when you're working with grip, make sure you get that master grip. You don't want a half-ass grip, because half-ass grip leads to harder recoil management when it comes to presenting your pistol and taking those shots. So get the training in, get the reps in, because this isn't just a simple drill that you can master, you know, just doing it like 10 times. Do it 100 times, do it 1,000 times. Do it until you feel like you're proficient in drawing your weapon when you need to draw your weapon. Because all this practice, you have all the time in the world to do this and practice. You know, you can make failures while you're practicing, and that's fine. You can fail, but as long as you get it correct, you know, and you get 1,000 reps in and you finally got that master grip, that's what counts. Because you don't have the time to train, you don't have the time to fail when your life depends on it. You know, that's what putting these reps in is for, is to make sure that when it comes time to defend yourself, you know, in a life-threatening situation, you know that you're capable of grabbing that pistol out and taking that shot, you know, or defending your family. You don't necessarily even have to take a shot. You can, you know, I was reading a bunch of, you know, firearms magazines and, you know, watching a bunch of videos and everything, and nothing creates such a big exclamation point on, hey, don't mess with me, don't threaten my family, don't threaten me, than a firearm. That's the biggest exclamation point that you can make, and you don't even have to take a shot. You know, you'll have people that are in their right mind that, you know, when you draw that pistol and you point it at them, it's like, whoa, stop everything that I'm doing, don't do any harm, don't do anything, you know, or they run away. You know, but, you know, a bat, you know, you could kind of, you see a bat and you're not really scared for your life, you know, that might make a bad guy laugh at you, you know. But the pistol is the biggest exclamation point in saying, hey, don't mess with me, don't hurt me, don't threaten me, don't do anything. And that's the basics, you know, that master grip. Get that master grip in, you know, and then make sure that you're doing everything else correctly. Make sure that hand is on that chest when you're pulling out your pistol. And then once you get it to your chest level, make sure that your support hand meets up with your strong hand, and you present, you know, and you make sure that your sights are on target, and that smooth trigger press to the back. So this is just a basic, video on that grip. That grip is important, So let's go over the four safety rules. Treat every gun as if it's loaded, even if it's not. Finger off the trigger, and that's my biggest one. Don't point your pistol at anything that you're not willing to shoot or destroy. And number 4, know what's in front of your target and what's behind your target. This is Greg with SWEN Arms of Training, and get those reps in, guys. Later.